What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about who makes the top 8 in the AFL, the final top 8. The race is on. Let's get into it. The first team we're going to be looking at is the West Coast Eagles. And, they've had a bit of a sloppy season. Right now they sit in 7th place. Their next matches are St Kilda, Collingwood, Melbourne, Fremantle and Brisbane. Personally, I'm not even sure if they'll make it because they've got Melbourne, Fremantle, Brisbane. Obviously, Fremantle got smashed by Geelong. They got St Kilda next week. That game will be determining, I reckon, whether they or St Kilda make it. St Kilda lose, I don't reckon they'll make it. So the only real game that you might give them is Collingwood. It's at the MCG though, so if West Coast turn up and don't play very well away from home, then they might lose their last 5 and not make finals. But I think West Coast will still make the top 8. But, their fixture's getting tough. Melbourne and Brisbane are both teams that are competing for the top 4 and even top spot. Fremantle, they're trying to make finals. Collingwood, their season's done and over. And St Kilda are also trying to make finals. So I think West Coast are going to have a tough run, but may just make it. Next team we're going to be talking about is right now the 8th placed Bombers. They beat North Melbourne yesterday by a 3-goal margin. Their next 5, Giants, Sydney, Bulldogs, Gold Coast and Collingwood. So you'd expect them to win the last 2, Gold Coast and Collingwood, as they're both in the bottom 4. But then you got Giants, Sydney and Bulldogs. So, really, they've got 3 big clashes coming up, and we really don't know with all these fixture changes. They could be playing anybody soon, but this is how the fixture's scheduled right now. They're supposed to be playing the Giants next Saturday, but with the Bombers, I think they might just miss out. I feel like a Richmond might push them out of the 8, and they're just going to miss out. Alright, now we move on to the 9th place, Richmond Tigers at the moment, and I have realised that the fixture may change and they may not play them in this order, but they will eventually get to these matches and play these teams. So Richmond in their run home have got Geelong and Fremantle, which could be challenging too. Then they got North, Giants and Hawthorn, which I think they'll get all 3 of those wins and possibly beat Freo. I don't think they'll beat Geelong, but I reckon Richmond will get enough wins to finish 8th. I don't think they'll finish higher than 8th, but I reckon they will finish 8th. I just feel like they've got a bit of an easier run home than all the others. Freo, St Kilda and Essendon. So, they've got experience. Yes, they are without Dustin, some of their stars, but in overall, they've got the past few years as finals experience. They haven't missed since 2016, where they had a shocker season. 2017, 19 and 20, they've won the flag. So I think even without Dusty, they're still a red-hot crack. Alright, now we're doing the 10th place Fremantle Dockers. This is a team I don't think will make the top 8. Just listen to this. So they've got Sydney, Richmond, Brisbane, West Coast and St Kilda. So that is the final 5 teams that they're playing are all in the top 8, besides St Kilda, right? And St Kilda, and Richmond. But, I'm expecting Richmond to be there soon. So they've got all teams competing for the top 8. I don't think they'll beat the Swans. I don't think they'll beat the Tigers. I doubt they'll beat Brisbane. They may beat West Coast and they may beat St Kilda. So there's 2 maybes and 3's no's, which means they just automatically wouldn't make finals if the other teams around them did. So I think the Fremantle Dockers are going to finish probably 10th or 11th where they're sitting around now. Probably the same with the Saints, but we're going to analyse them now. Alright, now we move on to the 11th placed St Kilda. They run home West Coast Carlton, Sydney, Geelong and Fremantle. That also sounds tough. Will they beat West Coast? They did earlier in the year, I'm pretty sure, pretty well, but you never know. I'd probably still say the Saints would win that one, but you don't know. They're pretty inconsistent, just like other teams. Then they've got Carlton. I'd say if they don't beat Carlton, then definitely not making finals. Then they've got Sydney, Geelong, and they end the season with Fremantle. Bit like the same with Fremantle. I don't see them making the 8 yet. I feel like they should have this year, but I don't think they will in the end. It's just like Geelong and Sydney in that middle could really hurt. If they lose to West Coast, their season probably will be over, I should say. But then if they can beat Carlton and Freo, they'll get 2 wins and they'll finish, still relative well on the ladder. I don't think they'll get enough wins to scrape into the top 8 though. Alright, now we've got the last team I'm considering for finals. It is the 12th GWS Giants. Now people may be like, Carlton can still make finals. Yes, Carlton can still make finals. And if they do, good for them, but I'm just not putting them in this video. One, it would make it too long. Two, I don't think they'll make finals. I think they're going to stay relatively 12th or 13th near the Giants. But the Giants' front home is Essendon, Port, Geelong, Richmond, Carlton. So, Essendon, I don't think they'll beat Essendon. Port, maybe. Geelong are very strong. Richmond, I'm not sure if they'll beat Richmond. Carlton, they should beat Carlton, but that could be for 12th or 13th spot. Could be a dead rubber match at the end of the season. But I'm going to say the Giants are going to stay 12th. Carlton will stay 13th. We'll have Freo and St Kilda fighting for 10th and 11th. I reckon Essendon may fall out to 9th. Richmond may go up to 8th, and West Coast will remain in 7th, just as they've got a little bumper of an extra win over those clubs. But I reckon Essendon and Richmond, it'll be one of those teams to make up the 8. I reckon West Coast will just stay in there. But Essendon and Richmond, for mine, will make up the top 8. But whatever happens, I reckon it'll be a very good final series. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you want me to do next and who your top 8 is and where the other teams sit. Obviously, I didn't count Carlton, Gold Coast, Collingwood, Adelaide, Hawthorn, and North Melbourne because only Carlton can really make it from here. But, yeah, if you think they're going to make it, then you put that down below. North Melbourne may win the flag. Who knows? Very unlikely, but, yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Fearless.